Well, what is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to A Therapeutic Edge. It's very nice to have you here today. I'm having some issues with my lighting. Forgive me. I have a CKF Ablya. It's A-B-L-Y-A on the table, and this is a gorgeous knife. Now, these are very expensive, coming in at about $700. What do you get for that? Well, CKF makes great knives. They just do. They're Russian designs. It's a Russian company. However, as far as I know, all the parts are manufactured at a really high-end manufacturing facility in China and then shipped back to Russia, where they are put together and sold to you or me or whoever wants to buy one. Now, one of the things you should be aware of is that they are very hard to come by. They tend to make these things in small batches. It's one way they keep their, let's call it clientele's interest up. So they can be a bit of a hunt to get one. I stumbled across this one doing some knife trading, and I'll put the website for the guy that I was trading with in the description. You can check that out. But I fell in love with it, so I swapped some stuff for it. Let's take a look at what you get. First and foremost, you get ZircuTi pivot collars. You get a ZircuTi pocket clip, which is just gorgeous. It does have a Zirc backspacer as well. Inlaid carbon fiber. And if I hold this up, just see that? The milling lines? Those actually follow the carbon fiber all the way down. It is an exceptionally grippy and comfortable knife. It's also a big boy. Just is. I love the trailing point or Persian style blade. A lot of people don't. They prefer, well, they prefer lots of things, really, stuff like this. But I like all that belly. I really do. Now, it's M390. It is running on bearings. It is DLC coated. I'm not a huge fan of DLC, particularly an M390, which is really rust and stain resistant anyway. Clearly they did this for an overall blacked out look. I get that. That's cool. Mostly for me, this is just a fingerprint magnet, as you can see, but whatever. Let's do the basic specs, shall we? All right, get that thing lined up. You are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 inches of cutting on, well, it depends on where you go, but so basically a little over 4 1/4 inches overall of M390. The grip area from behind the flipper tab, 1, 2, 3, 4 1/2. So lots of room. This is a big knife. Makes me very happy. Overall in length, we get that nice and level. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches overall, which is significant. Close profile, on the other hand, is really nice. It's a very lean knife. Now, I will say, we'll get to the profile in just a second, but I will say you're going to know it's in your pocket. I mean, you're talking about almost 6 inches, 5 3/4 inches. So if you have short pockets, good luck. However, if you've got regular jeans on, this thing, look at that clip, fits just fine. It does have a free-floating backspacer. Let me get the blade out of the way there, which I think is very pretty. You see how you can see that? So it's free-floating. At least this end of it is. This side back here is nicely pinched. It does have a spot for a lanyard. Oh, right. Now, the in-the-pocket profile is actually pretty lean. The way that it is shaped, I mean, it does take up, basically 1 1/4 inch, 1.5 inches. But for a knife this size, that's pretty good. Action is excellent, but that's a CKF norm. If you get a CKF with bad action, something has gone seriously wrong. That's not what they do. Let's do some size comparisons on tools you may be a little more familiar with. Here's the PM2. As you can see, it is considerably larger than the PM2. Here it is against the ZT-0308, which is a big knife under any circumstances, but not compared to the Ablya. And here it is against, how about a full-size bug out? Bug out. Ha! How about a full-size Griptilian? As you can see, the Ablya is a big knife. but it's not super heavy. My crappy lighting is not going to let me show it to you, but there's decent milling on the inside. A little bit of milling on that side and a little more on this side. That free-floating backspacer, it's not really, it's a very thin knife, right? So you get a lot of knife without a lot of weight. Let's go ahead and weigh it out and see where we land. Yeah, 5.14 ounces for a 10-inch knife. That's not bad. That's not bad. I mean, by way of example, the Beast Mode 0308 here is almost 7 ounces, right? So, okay. This is what CKF does. I mean, it is a really, really good working tool that's just been made kind of fancy, kind of pretty, and sort of aggressive. I love the look of that thing. It's very pokey. Knives like this are not for everyone. I get that. I mean, this exists, and heck, even the bug out exists, and lots of other things exist. You don't buy a CKF because you want one of these. I get that. But the fact that they're out there and they're made as well as they are makes me really happy. And if you're a knife collector like I am, stuff like this just makes its own sort of stupid and weird sense. I really like this thing. Anyway, this is the CKF Ablya. I'm going with Ablya. They make another version or a similar knife called the Sublya. My buddy Dirk over at on Dirk Werning's channel, he's got a look at this and the Sublya. So you can go over there and take a look. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. This is not his style of knife. It is mine. And now it's mine. Look at that. Anyway, I appreciate you watching. I hope you guys are having a great day or a great week. I hope you're enjoying your knives and taking care of each other. I guess we're going to wrap it up there. Once again, I've been a Therapeutic Edge. This has been the CKF Ablya. It is a fantastic bit of kit. A little too expensive, but really, really well done. Thank you for watching. And remember, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.